been here building my channel for the last couple of years. So, oh, I need to turn on some noise because I am not listening to that nonsense. Oh. I have light doors on all the time. Light, maybe I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Oh. Mm. Oh. going on, Mike? Oh, sorry, just snacking on some. I guess after so long, work pulls shit off the shelves and they just get rid of it. So they had some Twizzlers the other night that were expired. So I got me a thing of regular Twizzlers and I got me a thing of pull and pill. You have bad teeth anyway, or I should say bad teeth. I have like lack of teeth. So I gotta be really careful with what I eat as far as candy goes. So I tend to get this softer, chewier, gummy shit. You need my advice. Oh no. I mean, are you just like jotting down a paragraph? Or are we writing a short story? Or are we adding to something that you've already done? How much imagination are we doing? Is there a subject? Is there plot? Is there, you know, my brain doesn't work like that. I gotta have intel so I know which way I'm going, you know? I have a vivid imagination. Even as a kid, if I could get what was up here, I would have been a millionaire by now. Shit. But yeah, no, that one, because I remember you saying something on how you write something every month or something like that, which is fine, but, you know, subject contents, what are we doing here? Is this just like, oh, I want to write about smartphones this month, la-di-dee, la-di-da. Or is this, you know, a short story that, you know, you're putting a little bit of effort and a little bit of creativity into? You gotta figure out which one. Oh, see, my heart, like, see, on shit like that, my heart goes out to him. Yes, it sucks. It does. But I don't care. I honestly don't care. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. You had to itch you had a brain fart you had to itch. Oh, don't feel bad. I'll do the same damn thing. Shit, you know how many conversations I've lived, one-sided conversations at that. Look at somebody, hey, I need some advice, blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you, and then walk off. The other person just sits there and just looks. You're good. You're good. And I'm kicking. I'm being patient about this work bullshit. If I don't hear anything from them by probably tomorrow afternoon, then I think I'm just going to wind up just calling up my lawyer and seeing what legal action I can take over this, if there is any legal action I can take over this. Because they don't have to know what I'm doing behind the scenes. But it is the weekend and everything else, so I'm leaving it at that. I just kind of figured that they would want to get it. And see, you just asked, I need to make up your advice, you know. I I have a creativity streak. It's just writing is. It's just like with reading. I don't have the attention span to do it. I get bored too fucking easily. It's like I have all this shit in my head, but I can't get any of it out. So, it's been fun for the last like what 40 years, or 38 to 40. I cannot draw to save my miserable existence, but I can trace. I can outline and trace and fill in like a motherfucker. I'm an oddball. I'm an oddball. I was, well, before all this drama happened, I was going to see about trying to invest in a little hobby for myself, but that's not going to happen right now, unfortunately speaking, because I got to worry about paying rent and my phone bill. So I'm hoping my check's going to be big enough. Oh, dude, honestly, the deck that I normally use, well, that deck that I use actually went to replace the first deck like that I had bought at Spencer's, because once again, I don't get to sit there and go into a store or have a huge following and all that other stuff. I legitimately went to Spencer's both times, ironically enough. Second time the deck was actually cheaper than what the listing price was, which that works. But yeah, no, I went to Spencer's one day with I mean, for lack of better terms, she basically more or less kidnapped me. But that's a story for another day. But I basically went in there and looked and saw that they had a tarot deck that was cheap enough that I could afford. Because, even being with somebody, I don't get no help. I gotta do everything myself. Okay, fine, whatever. So I sat there and bought that tarot deck and started everything going. But typically, like when you're buying, like typically when you go buy or when you go look at decks, they will sit there and they will have like pictures of the cards on the back of them or something like that. Some decks, like the one from Spencer's, does not. The deck that I used to clarify with, that deck does not. Oh no, yeah, that deck's box does have. I think I threw the box away though. The box was just shot shit. But most decks will have a picture. See, I never even knew that they made something like that. I had before everything got thrown the fuck away, karma's a bitch. I had a Necronomicon deck. That was really nice. But seeing on how I have no money to go out and buy new decks, which gets really kind of aggravating, but it is what it is. Patience and perseverance, power through. Ain't really got much more to do. That's about it. So what's going on? If you're still in here. Oh, I'm always game for a personal read. It's just, you know, nobody wants to pony up $20. So they don't pony up any money. I'll sit here and come on here multiple times and just do a couple spreads and hop off. It doesn't really bother me anymore. But then again, everybody's always wanting, what everybody always wants. I'm just not that type of reader. I mean, I can sit here and do a love read. That's fine. But if you're not well, I mean, like I told you beforehand, nobody says it's forever. You guys could fucking not talk for 2 or 3 years, lose contact with one another, and then randomly bump into each other at some random ass store, catch up, and find out that he done a complete 180 and everything else. So, yeah, no, never. It's just like, in all fairness, it's just like with my quote unquote ex-best friend. If he would pull his head out of his ass and listen to reason and realize certain shit, then I wouldn't have no fucking problem bringing him back into my life. That's fine. But you're going to sit here and you're just going to take. No. It don't work for me. I'm tired of giving. Like, it's just like whenever I went over there to his house on Thanksgiving. It felt more of like here, I'm doing this to save face. And that's it. Oh yeah, I mean, it's just like I told him flat out, hey dude, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. What have you done? I'm done. I'm not doing it no more. And it's just, when you look at it from an aspect of how is this affecting me, mentally, physically, emotionally, how is this affecting my well-being all the way around? Just like with me and this job situation, it's not the fact that I don't want to go to work. It's not the fact that I don't want to, I don't give a flying fuck who the hell's there. I don't give a, I'm there to make money, not friends. But also, I'm not going to work in a toxic environment where I am singled out either. See, that's my point. That's my point right there. It's just like with me, as soon as I sent that text to him, I felt so much lighter. I really honestly did. I'm not carrying that burden. I'm not carrying that shit that is not good, that quite frankly, and it's just like with me. With the way I look at it. Oh, see, that's your issue. Oh, no, not really. Out of all the zodiac signs, That is the one sign I do not get along with. At all. Hands down. Plain and simple. I do not get along with. Never have. 2022 on the clock. And I don't know what it is. But no, I mean, when you're not like, because look at it this way. When you had him in your life, you wasn't thinking about it, but subconsciously you knew it was there. And whenever he hit you up, it was never a, oh, hey, look, it's so-and-so. It's, oh, God, what do you want now? And when you're starting to look at somebody from that light, like, what do you want? Just get out, just tell me what you want so you can be on your way. Then it's just, why are you in my life? Why am I even giving you any energy, any attention, even allowing you to be in my presence? Oh no, it's not the fact that they're preachy. I ain't worried about being preachy. Everybody's preachy to an extent. Okay, Leos are very egotistical. Very egotistical. Tauruses are very bull-headed. Aquariuses, i.e. me, we come off very cold-hearted, very know-it-all, very up in our heads. Okay, Scorpios, once you get to know a Scorpio, it's not when you first meet them. Okay, because a Scorpio, if he's a Scorpio sun, you have to get to know somebody in order before you actually understand who they are. But you get to know a Scorpio, oh yeah, no, they are clingy, emotional. They are extremely egotistical. They are, and this next one is depending on who they are, is whether or not they actually give a shit about anybody else but themselves. Oh, Sag is, personally speaking, I get along with Sages. Oh yeah, no. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is mutable of the fire signs. Saggies. If you can actually manage to tie a Sagittarius down, consider yourself lucky. Sagittarius is, the best way I can describe it, Sagittarius is like a meerkat. They'll be down here doing their fucking thing. The first noise they hear, they do not waste no time, plain and simple. 2431, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But Sagittarius is a fire sign, very caring, very loving. They tend to depending on who they are, they tend to be a little bit loners, or they want to be they want to do shit themselves. And they'll ask for help when they fail. But if they don't ask you to come along, don't ask. Oh, man. Oh, somebody's not liking what I'm saying. Throat chopper. Anyway. But yeah, no. Saggies are not as bad as Scorpios. Scorpios are just... It takes a special kind of person to deal with a Scorpio. It really does. It really, really does. In all fairness. Scorpios are not... Scorpios have a lot of double standards. Like, it's okay for them to be straightforward, but you can't. Well, yeah, but that's also depending on what's... I'm just going by, like, sun sign. I'm not going by, rising moon or Venus or anything like that. I'm just talking strictly sun placement. Now, when you're getting into the other placements, that's where it differs a whole hell of a lot. Like, I'm an Aries rising, so it doesn't mean that I'm an Aquarius sun and an Aries. No, it means that I have traits that an Aries possesses. For whenever you meet me, you will honestly... Whenever you meet me, you will see my drive. You will see the way I am. Whenever you get to know me, you will see the fact that, I'm here. It's like two different people. One's fire that's ready to fucking go at the moment's notice, and the other one's just kind of like, If it's something new, okay. If it's not something new, I don't care. Or like your moon placement on how your emotions are based. Being a Libra moon, I'm not... My emotions are in Libra. Yes, I have, several times. Grand Junction and, what was it? Grand Junction. Like a little campground, by like I think it was Grand Junction, Colorado or some shit like that. It was in like the southwest corner, because we was up in the mountains, but we wasn't nowhere near the snow, and we wasn't nowhere near Denver. So, but yeah, I used to go to Colorado. I enjoyed it. Oh, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, honestly. I would love to move back to... I would love to go to Colorado again. It's too fucking cold. Plain and simple, it's too fucking cold. I don't like the cold. It depends on, honestly, that in all honesty just depends on what part of the city you go to in any city. Seriously. Even here. God, even here. Oh yeah, no. Just like I was talking to one of my coworkers the other night, like the part of town I live in, we have like almost 90,000 people. The other part of town has like roughly 40,000, I think is what it was. But there's a college that kind of sets half-ass in between both of them. And that thing has damn near 60,000 students in it every semester. Oh, just go back. Shit. You just gotta do it. Don't hope. Go. What is simple? How do you think I fucking sit there and I just did what I did? And I moved when I moved. I mean, like the week that I got my 31, like the week that I got my damn check right before I went to Florida. I had two options. I could either sit there and pay rent and be in a toxic environment, or I could sit there and buy a fucking bus ticket to get the fuck out of Dodge as quickly as possible and make up an excuse and get the hell out of Dodge. No, there is no card in tarot at all that tells you if somebody has mental issues or not. The moon is, the moon represents parts of yourself that you yourself have not explored. That's all the moon represents. The moon represents parts of yourself that you have not explored. That is it. Nothing more than that. Just got a lot of times when it comes out in reverse, it's you're in the middle of doing something and you're getting ready to come out of it. How is it different from the High Priestess? In a big way. The moon is parts of yourself that you have, okay. Say like for me, I'm learning on how to stand on my own 2 feet and on how to basically sit here and use my voice and be like, hey, guess what? I'm not doing that. That is not good. I am not going to be around that. So either you change it or I'm going someplace else. I'm setting boundaries. I do not give a shit. That's something that I have to do. That would in essence be my move. Me going down a road that I haven't went down before instead of just sitting there going, no, fuck you. I'm not. You know. High Priestess is you following your gut. That's your intuition. That's you sitting there like whenever your friend called you up or texted you and you would look at the phone and your gut told you, don't do it. Your gut told you, you had that nervous thing like, I really don't want to, but then if I don't, blah, 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 blah. That's your intuition. That's your gut. That's the High Priestess. Now, hold on a second. Oh. Okay, sorry about that, peeps. Mother Nature called. That's the one good thing about living it on your own and doing this like this. But yes, no. The moon is you going, learning, finding stuff out, this, that, and the other. High priestess is you realizing what you need to do, following your gut, you know, going with that feeling of, when you get those butterflies, like, I don't want to do, I want to do this, but I don't want it. That's the high priestess. That's you following your intuition. That's you following your gut. Which one? In the traditional tarot or in the main deck that I use? It's just like on my leg here. I'll flip this camera around so you all can see. Hold on. There we go. I got a tattoo of a moon card on my calf or on my leg. See, I can trace and I can fill in perfectly fine. I just can't draw to save my fucking life. Okay, hold on. But yeah, no, it's just like on this. I think the High Priestess came out in my last read. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Like this. Well, since you were talking about the moon card, I figure I'll get out the moon card too. Okay. But here's the High Priestess. Sitting there with the book, tarot cards, the whole 9 yards. The moon, like I said, confronting your insecurities, doing the shit that makes you go, yeah. Is that not what you feel like? Honestly? So, yeah, no, that's... Oh. Yeah, I think I got like $10 left. Gotta go down and try to see about getting some... See about trying to get a little bit of Well, how do you feel about your insecurities? I mean, come on. I mean, are you one to just sit there and just look at an insecurity and go, hey, let's go? Eh, you could, but there's a lot more cards that you could, if you wanted to do that. I just wouldn't base it off a tower card, though. I mean, the tower's not a bad card, but the tower's not always a good card. Hey, more power to you. More power to you. Oh. I think I'm going to attempt to fix something to eat, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to hop off here. I'll probably be back on later tonight because there ain't nothing else to do. So, but I will talk at you all later. Till next time. Namaste.